nakikita natin yung lawak at saklaw ng ginagawa sa atin ng People's Republic of China. Ito ay isang tahasang pagpapakita ng kawalang respeto ng China sa bansang Pilipinas at sa ating mga kababayan. Hindi ko lubos maisip ang kahinatnan kung hindi natuklasan ang mga gawaing ito. Recognize Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad. Apparently, Admiral, during the last hearing, January 2025 of this year, we were able to identify HY119 found floating 9 kilometers off the coast of San Pascual, Masbate. Ito na po ba yon? Ito na po ba tong dilaw na ito? Yung HY9119, Admiral, tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, good afternoon. Before I start, Mr. Chair, I'd like first to greet the Honorable Chairman of the Special Committee on Philippine Maritime and Admiralty Zones. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I have a PowerPoint presentation to accompany the visual aids.
Go ahead. Technical, can you assist the good Admiral? Parang ayaw gumalaw yung
slideshow. Mr. Chair, the Philippine Navy has in our possession now different types of drones like this, which have been turned over to our laboratory for forensic examination. What is alarming about this or concerning about this is that for the past 2 years, we have received a good number of reports. When we started, based on the guidance of the Commander-in-Chief, that we are shifting from internal security to external defense, and we are to conduct comprehensive archipelagic defense operations, we started receiving reports of equipment being found ashore by our fishermen. These were found up north, Batanes or Calayan, off the coast of Zambales, as shown on the map, Masbate, Initaw. These areas, Mr. Chair, are just astride international sea lanes or choke points. Balintang Channel up north, San Bernardino Strait, and Surigao Strait. The yellow drone, Mr. Chair, 119.
Yan po yung inimbestigahan natin dati. Ito yung na forensics na. Can you educate this committee as to the contents of this actual submersible drone? Ito na yung actual. Yung dati, ano lang, replica lang. Ito na yung actual. Hindi ko hawakan na, Admiral, kasi baka kung anong mangyari dyan. So ano po ito? Ano ang nilalaman nito? Bakit ito nakakasira sa ating seguridad?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Next slide, please. Before we conduct there are two types of forensics, Mr. Chair. Level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is the physical examination of the specimen. Dimensions, the weight, the color, any visible markings. Shown on the screen, Mr. Chair, is the level 1 examination or exploitation of this drone, which is marked HY119.
Committee Secretary, you can mark that as Exhibit C1 for the Philippine Navy. So directed.
Next slide, please. After the level 1, Mr. Chair, will be a level 2 examination or exploitation. This will start off with a full X-ray of the specimen to know what is inside.
Are we now referring to the HY119 o pare-pareho lahat sila? Meron pa sa baba kasi.
Yes, Mr. Chair, just the HY119, the yellow one, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
This particular drone is designed to be seen from the surface, considering its color. It is capable, based on its CTD sensor, conductivity, temperature, and depth sensor, which is up front on the nose. This contains a CTD sensor, as shown also on the screen. The CTD sensor records bathymetric data, depth of water, salinity, oxygen content, and other uh, information from the environment.
Comsec mark that as C2. Committee Secretary, are you listening? Mark that as C2 exhibit for the Philippine Navy. So directed. Please proceed, General.
This particular drone, all other drones, to include this one, we have noticed that we get reports of them during the typhoon season. Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, they could either be washed ashore or be found floating. And nakakarating sa atin ang reports from our fishermen. This is inertial propelled. It has batteries inside. It has a complicated system that it could allow this equipment, this specimen, to receive, to store, to process, and to transmit data through satellite communications, either through a mothership, another drone, a contact on land, or on air.
Admiral, itong drone na ito, ano ang pagkakaiba doon sa itim na drone? Tama ba yung mga sinasabi ko dati pag itim, military grade?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Next slide, please.
So General, yung nabanggit mo, Admiral, yung nabanggit mo kanina na ito ay pwedeng mag-communicate. Meron bang posibilidad na yung operator nito ay nandun din sa mga dalampasigan ng Masbate, nasa isang yate, nasa isang barko para siya ang magbigay ng instruction dito?
Or
Sa
even
drone
in a foreign country, Mr. Chair.
kahit nasaan, saan, teka muna, diretsuhin na natin. Saan galing itong drone na ito at sino nag-ooperate nito?
Mr. Chair, the level 2 exploitation would show us that some of the sensors inside are commercial off the shelf. Others have markings, which I will show later in the
Go ahead,
PowerPoint.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Mark this picture as C3 for the Philippine Navy. Go ahead, Admiral.
This picture, Mr. Chair, is of, we have 3 of these already in our possession. Forensics level 1 and level 2 have been conducted.
You're referring to the black?
The black one,
Yung
Mr.
black,
Chair.
yung black. So sa records ko, Admiral, we have recovered 5 submersible drones.
This,
Tama ba? Nakakalima na yan? Can you have that microphone operate?
this, Mr. Chair, is the 6th one already. Itong itim lang from Mr. Chair.
Natin.
We have 3, Mr. Chair.
3.
The green one, the yellow one.
And there is even an orange one, di ba? Meron ding orange. So yung orange para saan?
In yellow one.
Tama ba yung sinasabi ko rin dati na yung dulo nitong itim ay merong cord na pag hinila ay pwedeng sumabog? Hindi totoo. Ayun, fake news pala yon. So walang explosive devices dito kaya pero kailangan pa rin mag-ingat yung ating mga mangingisda na makakuha nito. Oo. So go ahead, sir.
Is the phone close to the black one. So those pictures of PowerPoint makita yung Mr. Chair on the left side. Then again,
Teka, bababa rin ako. Hindi ko naman nakikita rito sa taas. Ayun, sige. This is the black one. Okay.
house ADS, acoustic vector sensor.
And that's used for?
Chips, black one, the grade from the foreign ones.
And I proceed with the same question. Is the black one being operated, monitored by a military or Coast Guard vessel of foreign origin?
They are
And the ship that would lower this need not be a naval ship or a Coast Guard ship.
any type of ships that have appropriate equipment to load this frequency.
Please proceed. the chair would like to ask the Navy authorities to further elucidate this the description being made. Lapitan nyo na siguro. Do we have a pointer or kung hindi pwedeng hawakan yan? Sigurado, Admiral, di sasabog? O ito. Panturo mo na lang ito. Ha? Ayun. Ayun, sige, sige.
Fixed sensor, vector sensor.
Okay.
The ABS picks up sound in
Okay.
the water, the direction, and the strength.
Okay.
So based on that, we could calculate the distance of the source of the sound.
Meron pong palapit na Philippine Coast Guard, madidetect nito kahit malayo pa.
Kahit malayo, Mr. Chair, they could pick up the signature of the sound signature that differentiates. What differentiates the black and the
They be can they be directed by a satellite?
Yes, Mr. Chair. They could receive, store, process, and transmit signals.
And you may answer or you may not answer. Ito bang dilaw na ito, na forensics na ito, marami na ba ito napadalang mga impormasyon sa ibang bansa? Hindi pa natin nababanggit kung anong bansa yon.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Siguro.
Admiral, if I may interrupt you, the black drone was retrieved near the coast of Ilocos.
One was retrieved in Talaya, Cayar, one in Suhil,
Ilocos,
and this one in Sabta. Right.
Batanes. Comsec, can you mark this photograph as Exhibit C4 for the Philippine Navy? Go ahead, Admiral.
One thing, Mr. Chair.
Black drone is of Chinese origin and presumably reports to the People's Liberation Army.
The parts are made in China, some of the parts. One of them
Ano ba tayong kakayahan na malaman kung ano yung mga impormasyon na pinadala na sa China?
it is ongoing right now, Mr. Chair. That will take a level 3 explanation.
So kaya pa yon. When was this retrieved? Itong sa pasukin of this year? Bago lang.
Retrieve sa
Sir, di ba meron naman silang lifespan? Ang alam ko ito, 365 days lang ang battery nito eh.
battery, Mr. Chair.
Oo. Tapos matitirik na siya.
Mr. Chair, disposable.
So walang paraan yung satellite para recharge siya.
None, Mr. Chair.
So ang mangyayari niyan, yung laman niya sa loob talagang dapat mawala na. I-dispose na nila.
Before that, Mr. Chair,
Para sa para ibig sabihin namamatay na siya, ganon?
Wait a second, Mr. Chair. One slide lang.
Mag-resurface para mag-transmit ng signal.
Yes, Mr. Chair. On the left side of your screen, Mr. Chair, that's the
Right command for the drone to resurface to send signals.
sensitive.
Dapat pala doon alert din yung ating mangingisda. Pag nakita nilang lumulutang na, hulihin na rin. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, the Mr. Chair, Kuya.
Made in sis. Po yung bathymetric.
Water, salinity,
Oo.
temperature.
Yun yung palagay, Admiral. Ganun karami pa mga drone ang nagkalat sa buong Pilipinas. Sa ngayon, habang tayo kukondak ng hearing nito, meron pa.
This is only the tip of the iceberg.
Kung ito ay tip of the iceberg, eh siguro po lahat ng karagatan natin ay may mga ganito na sa ilalim
Possible, Mr. Chair. Very possible.
at kumakalap ng informasyon. Can they gather information concerning land-based activities? Hindi lang. But that one, the black one, but there is a drone, a submersible drone that can accomplish that mission.
Bigger one, sophisticated.
Wala pa tayo nahuhuling ganon. Oo.
I show the ship.
Yes, yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Next slide.
Ba, ano po ito?
This is a search vessel of the PLA monitored last 11 April.
Bago lang. Ito yung sa Baho? Sa nakita sa Palawan?
Near Copa and Panata show. We have personnel on Copa and Panata mission ship. This ship, translate that, is capable, based on the design sa likod, Mr. Chair, it is capable of lowering, recovering, retrieving
Drones.
drones, cables, or other equipment to check the underwater environment.
Comsec, mark that as a C5 of the Philippine Navy. Go ahead, sir.
Sufficient.
This is the command and control.
Or a mothership Mr. Chair that would launch such a repair as this.
Can a mothership be an ordinary looking ship similar to the vessel that capsized in Mindoro?
Yes,
So pwede rin yun. So hindi naman kailangan ganito. Pwedeng yung mga tanker, pwede yung mga kagaya nga nung nag-capsize sa Mindoro nung nakaraang linggo. Pwede rin yun. Ito, may flag pa ng China. Oo. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Sir, can all these drones communicate with each other? Pwede ba mag-usap to si Itim dito, mahina na yung baterya ko. Kayo naman na di ba? Pwede ba si Black Drone, mission accomplished na siya.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I would say that na-claim na natin ito, turned over by the fishermen. We set out to check how long is the battery, kung naubos pa siya, kaya siya nag-surface o nasadsad. But the good thing is we have this already in our possession, Mr. Chair. All of this, Mr. Chair, are part of the BOIN, the Blue Ocean Information Network of the Chinese.
Probably referring to the West Philippine Sea.
West Philippine Sea and the entire South China Sea, Mr. Chair.
What about the talampas ng Pilipinas? Yung Benham Rice, wala pa bang nahuhuli doon?
We have not received any, ang Benham Rice, Mr. Chair, medyo malayo ang kanin. So, ang mga fishermen natin hindi makapunta doon. Unlike the other, all of this will be close to the shore.
Siguradong meron yun doon. Because it was determined to be rich in manganese nodules and rare earth elements, which is a sought-after mineral. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Admiral, one more question. Totoo ba na ang laman nito ay China Telecom SIM card?
Yes, Mr. Chair. The black one, similar to this, had a SIM card. Among the other components inside was they have SATCOM capability, GPS, a SIM card from China Telecom. This was the one that was monitored, or the data there indicated it sent a signal to A064, which being checked is a location in China.
So once a signal is transmitted to mainland China, can the said signal be acknowledged likewise by this equipment? Yung nagnanad din ba siya? Ganon?
I'll have to check, Mr. Chair, with the experts on IT or electronics. But the report of the forensics mentions that the SIM card sent a message. The area code and location data was A064, indicating China.
And from your studies, Admiral, hindi natin masagot kung ganong karami na ito. Does it have to do with any specific planned oil exploration activities being undertaken or to be undertaken by the Philippine government?
It is possible, Mr. Chair, because the information derived from the underwater environment would have different uses: academic research, commercial oil exploration, and military.
Is there such a gadget that would detect the presence of all of this? Baka naman makagawa yung DOST ng isang drone catcher o drone detector. O baka naman kita sa satellite yan. Baka magawa nung, ano ba yung agency natin? Philippine Space Agency. Baka may magawa. Can this be detected para once and for all, alam natin kung saan nagpapaikot-ikot ito? Baka naliligo yung mga kamag-anak natin sa Boracay, baka kita bigla ng ganyan. Hindi nila alam na nandun na pala. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, there are sensors that could detect even equipment smaller than this. Currently, Mr. Chair, we rely more on our other government agencies and fisher folks who gave us the reports.
So are there plans coming from the Philippine Navy or the Department of National Defense to acquire gadgets that would enable us to detect all of this? I'm now referring to how the Philippine Navy would upgrade its capabilities to counter small or even big, hard-to-detect underwater drones.
Mr. Chair, could I request the former commander of the submarine group
Yes,
to
please.
expound on how we could further detect this type of
Yes,
equipment, Mr.
yes.
Chair? Commodore Ednera, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm Commodore Neredi, an undersea warfare officer, sir. I would like to on the import of acoustic data. Sir, if I were to address, I will start on the conditions or elements that affect acoustic propagation, sir, of collating all information so that in times of actual crisis, I can effectively operate during undersea operations. And lastly, I will link the underwater glider with all the collected data and how important they are, Mr. Chair. On the first point, undersea warfare, Mr. Chair, means submarine hunting, anti-ship attack, mine deployment, and intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, or ISR, Mr. Chair. All these activities and actions are directly affected by the physical properties of the water. Specifically, what Admiral Trinidad said, it is the conductivity or the salinity of the water, temperature, and depth. It should be noted, Mr. Chair, that not all in the waters of the Philippines, not all the areas are have equal properties, meaning there are different physical characteristics of the ocean in the Pacific, the West Philippine Sea, and Sulu Sea.
So, sir, liwanagin nga natin to para maintindihan ng mga kababayan natin.
Yes.
Bakit kailangan gawin ng China ito na puntahan yung kailaliman, yung pusod ng ating karagatan para sukatin yung lalim, para malaman yung uri ng tubig? Bakit kailangan nilang gawin? Ano ang sa tingin yung gusto nilang makalap dito?
Mr. Chair, water characteristics affect sound propagation, meaning the sound bends, stop, damp, or amplified in the water. And with this, Mr. Chair, in underwater warfare, if I know the properties of the water, I could be able to map up plans or draft crisis action plans or even battle plans. And with these characteristics, I would be able to know where to place my fleet to maximize the capabilities of my ships, most especially, Mr. Chair, my submarines.
Pero General, it very timely kasi 2 weeks ago, even Google Map recognized the name West Philippine Sea. And the same is true with what the Philippine government did last March 27. We submitted before the International Seabed Authority our talampas ng Pilipinas chart. Meaning to say, we sought recognition for the area beyond our 200 nautical miles. So this is now the prolongation of the seabed. So ito po bang mga nakuha nating approvals, kahit po private yung Google, ito pong nakuha natin sa International Seabed Authority, ito po bang nahuling nakita mga drones na ito ay para bang pinangungunahan tayo ng China na kahit ma-approve kayo niyan, kami naman ang unang tumitingin sa ilalim para makagawa rin kami ng tamang cartographic or mapping plans ng lugar. Hindi ba para pinangungunahan tayo? Kasi bakit nila sinusukat yun? Hindi naman kanila yun.
It could be, Mr. Chair. They could have measured the depth of the water in all our maritime zones, Mr. Chair, with these gliders, Mr. Chair.
So, pwede ba nating sabihin na dapat gawin din ito ng NAMRIA, ng DOST, bumili na rin tayo ng ganito para masukat na rin natin kasi si NAMRIA ay dapat magmapa na eh. Pag magkaka-hearing pa tayo, Comsec, we have to invite Namria. Si Namria ay dapat magmapa na. Yung mamapahin nila yung ilalim, yung prolongation ng seabed, lalo sa talampas ng Pilipinas. So dapat ba si Namria, Commodore, gumawa na rin ng ganong hakbang?
Yes, Mr. Chair. In fact, in my knowledge, Mr. Chair, as the former NAVMETOC commander of the Navy, we are in close coordination with DAMRIA. We are undergoing hydrographic surveys all over the Philippines, actually, Mr. Chair. In fact, one of the modernization program of the Navy in terms of METOC is we would like to also to acquire these types of gliders and drones to map out the Philippine waters, Mr. Chair.
And we can acquire this. We can acquire similar off the shelf naman yung iba. Sabi niyo, baka yung iba nating mga scientists makagawa rin ng ganito.
Yes,
Diba?
Mr. Chair.
So we need also to acquire submersible drones for the Navy, for the Namria, and even for the Coast Guard. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So sa ngayon po ba itong presence ng mga drones na ito ay pagpapakita ng China na kayang-kaya nila tayong pasukin, manghimasok sa ating karagatan? Hindi ba ito, kasi sinabi ni Admiral kanina, tip of the iceberg lang eh. So ano bang hudyat ang gusto nilang ipakita rito na kayang-kaya nilang pasukin kahit anong oras ang ating karagatan? Ganun po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. These are indicators, Mr. Chair, that we need to do a lot more capability development to monitor our maritime environment. These current efforts of the government, the Maritime Zones Act, the Sea Lanes, the Defense Industry SRDP law, these are the steps in the right direction that we are now saying these are our maritime areas. But when it comes to monitoring and response, there is still more capability that we need to develop along that line, Mr. Chair.
Ito po siguro, alam ko na nakikipag-ugnayan din kayo sa Philippine Coast Guard. Hindi po ba tama na magkaroon na rin tayo ng protocols in place that would enable our ordinary fisher folks and yung mga lagi nasa dagat to really have in place a standard on how to report all of this? Kailangan ba magbigay tayo ng reward? Ganon? Kailangan ba magbigay tayo ng tamang panuntunan o pag nakakita kayo ng ganyan, report kagad sa ganito? Kasi itong si HY119, nakatatlong transfer ito eh.
Yes.
Dinala to sa palengke. Hinanap yung kapitan, nandun sa kabilang barangay, binuhat uli nila, sinakay sa bangka. Napagod na ata yung isang mangingisda kasi mabigat daw. Hanggang sinakay pa ito sa sa isang sasakyan ng pulis. Bago nakarating sa Philippine, was it Coast Guard or Navy?
Coast Guard and Navy,
Coast Guard.
Mr. Chair.
So nakalimang pabuhat-buhat na ito. Muntik na itong iuwi sa bahay eh. So hindi ba dapat gumawa na tayo ng panuntunan na protocol dito? Sinong gagawa? Navy? Coast Guard? Sino? Pag nakakita ng ganito?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It is a work in progress, Mr. Chair. These are part of the birth pains that when we looked at the maritime environment, marami tayong pangailangan for interagency coordination. But because of the spike in the number of this type of equipment or specimens being reported, we now have closer coordination between the Philippine Navy, the Philippine Coast Guard, the PNP Maritime Police, and other government agencies in the maritime domain. We will work towards coming up with a common operating protocol, how to handle such type of gadgets found in the waters of the Philippines, Mr. Chair.
Sure, the BIFAR should likewise be included in the discussion
Chair.
as well as the DILG, especially when municipal waters are concerned. Naalala ko pa yung mga vivid pictures ng mga nakaraang taon, may gagawa ng isang building sa Sampaloc, gagawa sa Bulacan, sa Taguig, bigla makakahukay ng isang bomba panahon pa ng hapon. Baka dumating yung pagkakataon na 50 years from now, biglang makakuha pa ng mga ganito. Di ba? Di mo masabi, biglang nakakuha pa. Yung pala, circa 2025 or 2026. So, siguro kailangan magkaroon ng protocols in place to protect likewise our fisher folk. Admiral, siguro, huling mga katanungan na lang, ano ang pinapakita nitong presence ng ito? Kasi nakalagay sa international law, scientific research can be done in collaboration with the coastal state. Scientific research can be done with the permission of the coastal state. Scientific research can be done in a more friendly and diplomatic atmosphere. Hindi yung papasukin ka na lang, biglang merong drone. Can this also be present in our littoral areas? Baka biglang pumasok, kasi ganito iniisip ko, baka biglang pumasok na lang ito sa Pasig River. Biglang pumasok ito sa Laguna de Bay. Pasig River, alam naman natin, ando ng Malacanang. Laguna de Bay, baka paikot-ikot na lang doon, punta ng Halahala kung saan. Pwede rin ba ito sa mga ganong uri ng katubigan?
It's possible, Mr. Chair, but they will have to be launched in the bay, in Laguna Bay itself, or in any
Pasig
other
River.
lake. Pasig River, Mr. Chair, mahirapan siya because of the maritime traffic and then yung depth of the water. Hindi masyado.
Marky na doon, Marky, ano na doon.
Okay, yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano siya doon sa kalinisan ng Pasig River.
It would take a different equipment or gadget, Mr. Chair.
Baka bumara ito doon. Ano ba yung mga nakalutang doon? Yung mga lotus
Water
pa yun?
lilies.
Water lilies, oo. Baka salasalabat na yan doon. May makakasalubong pa yung mga tilapia. So pero kaya rin nila yon.
Yes, Mr. Chair, with a different kind of gadget, not this type of gadget, Mr. Chair.
So meaning to say, espionage done through the sea can be accomplished even if it is not your usual, yung tip of the iceberg nga kanina, na karagatan. Pwede rin sa dagat, sa ilog. Marikina River, Pasig River. Yun ang sinasabi ko.
It's possible, Mr. Chair, it could be done.
Smaller version that can access small waterways. So, wala ba kayo naisip na gano'n na nangyayari?
The focus right now, Mr. Chair, would be on our internal waters. It would be on our littorals. Sa ating mga rivers and inland waters, Mr. Chair, wala pa tayong gaano doon.
But I congratulate the Navy, the Coast Guard, and all our maritime agencies. Meron nga tayong ganito nakuha na natin yung kanila, but this should not be considered as trophies, but should really raise public awareness as to the importance of really having a coordinated efforts that would involve all, pati yung ating mga mangingisda, na tayo dapat ay mapagmatsyag. Na yung mga nangyayari siguro sa karagatan na hindi natin nakikita ay malaki po ang epekto sa ating bansa. Meron pa kayong gustong idagdag, Admiral?
Mr. Chair, we'd like to highlight the critical role played by our fisher folks na sila ang nagbigay alam sa atin. And we have been telling them many times on our press conference that each time may makita silang kahina-hinala na ganitong gamit, ibigay alam agad sa ating mga otoridad, whether BFAR, PNP, Maritime Group, Coast Guard, Philippine Navy, or the other government agencies in the vicinity para mabigyan natin ng tamang pag-handle and pag-exploit, Mr. Chair.
Pero si Coast Guard, dapat may hotline kayo doon para kung saan tatawag yung ating mga mangingisda. Admiral, I know it's your birthday. Baka marami pa kayong gagawin ng inyong pamilya. At alam natin na yung kaarawan mo ngayon ay mahalaga, pero maraming salamat sa inyong pagpunta rito, Admiral Trinidad. Anything more to add, sir?
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ko naman pwedeng hawakan to. Pwede ka ba hawakan mamaya yan? Baka kung ano lalapit lang ako mamaya. So sa lahat po ng dumalo dito, nakita natin from the presentation coming from the Philippine National Police, from the National Bureau of Investigation. You've been doing a good job, especially in making the necessary arrests that would lead to prosecution and eventual conviction of the arrested personalities. To the briefing done by the Philippine Navy, nakikita natin yung lawak at saklaw ng ginagawa sa atin ng People's Republic of China. Ang mga larawang ibinahagi ngayon ng mga naturang ahensya ay nagpapakita lang at sumisimbolo, kumakatawan sa pag-atake sa ating kalupaan, himpapawid at karagatan. Ito ay isang tahasang pagpapakita ng kawalang respeto ng China sa bansang Pilipinas at sa ating mga kababayan. Ang mga gawaing tulad ng nakikita natin ngayon at pinakita ng mga senior officers na matatapat ay nararapat lamang para sa isang bansang itinuturing na kaaway. Hindi naman tayo kaaway. Hindi ko lubos maisip ang kahinatnan kung hindi natuklasan ang mga gawaing ito. Mula doon pa sa mga nahuli sa San Antonio, Makati, sa El Grande, sa Palawan at marami pang ibang lugar, natuklasan natin na ang kanilang gawain sa loob ng ating bansa at patuloy pa rin ang investigasyon. At sabi nga, ito ay tip of the iceberg. Nais ko lang linawin. Kinakaharap natin ngayon ang isang uri ng pag-iispiya ng China na hindi pa kailanman naranasan sa kasaysayan ng ating bansa. At hindi lamang ito naganap minsan kung hindi patuloy. Yung kanina, January, meron tayong February, meron tayong March. At ito mga drones na pinakita ng Philippine Navy, meron na nakita sa Calayan, meron nakita sa Pasukin, meron nakita sa iba't iba pang lugar na hindi ko na makita yung kung saan pa, yung Pasukin, July 2022, yung sa Zambales, September 2022, meron pa sa Initaw, Misamis Oriental. Bakit doon? Tahimik po yung mga kababayan natin doon. Kagagaling ko lang po sa Cagayan de Oro, hindi itong huli nga, itong si HY119 December 2024 sa San Pascual, Masbate, kung saan nabubuhay din ng tahimik yung ating mga kababayan sa naturang lugar. Again, I would like to stress this. This underscores the lack of utter respect of a country who always consider us as a friend. It is a contempt, I would say, in which China holds us that should also subject us to the kind of treatment reserved for a friend. Hindi naman kaaway tayo. Imagine if we never discovered all these activities being done. They could not have been more wrong. We have discovered that what they are doing inside our country is wrong, and that we have gradually pulled the thread on their illegal activities. We continually discovered more and more. So I'd like to thank the agencies present here. But let me be clear. We are facing a wave of Chinese espionage that is nothing like we have experienced in our nation's history. This espionage is not an isolated event. Again, I repeat the words coming from a resource person's tip of the iceberg. It is a concerted, determined, continuous, and pervasive assault on the institutions of the Republic of the Philippines. It is an assault on Filipinos. Kapos tayo sa oras ngayon, pero this committee would resume the testimony of several resource persons tomorrow. We will be suspending the hearing today, and we will have a hearing tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. The committee secretary is directed to issue a notice for the attendance of the following: the Secretary of the DICT, the Secretary of the DOST, as well as the agency I mentioned a while ago, the NAMRIA. So we will be having the session, this hearing will be suspended, and we will resume the hearing tomorrow at exactly 9 a.m. Same place to consider resolutions 1, 2, 6, 7 and 1, 3, 2, 8 combined. With this, I'd like to thank all the resource persons here present. All of you are likewise enjoined to be in attendance tomorrow, together with the new resource persons in attendance, as directed by the chair. This hearing is hereby adjourned without objections, suspended at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so ordered. Thank you.